So to put a finishing touch on this conversation about the ADX and overbought, oversold indicators, to sort of summarize, in an oscillating market environment where the ADX is 25 or less, when the RSI dips to 30, that's generally a buying opportunity. When the RSI jumps to 70, that's generally a selling opportunity. An oscillation is a range bound environment for price action, and conditions won't get deeply oversold or deeply overbought. They will just bounce between um, more moderate levels of buying strength and selling strength. Sort of like what we've seen in gold between March and May. We had this sort of like zigzag. I mean, it was sideways to slightly lower. But if you bought any appreciable weakness, like $30 or $40 drop, you were given a bounce relatively soon. Okay, there were like four different occasions where if you had purchased a multi-day pullback, you would have gotten a bounce and gone into the green relatively soon. Okay, that's a range-bound market environment. Um, Whereas Tesla, if you bought when the RSI first dropped under 30 a couple weeks ago, that was when the price was about 210. So now you'd be down another $30 a share, more than 10% lower. Not a good trading idea. And what would have avoided that for you, number one, looking at the chart patterns, the breakdown, the candlestick patterns, that would have kept you out. But also looking at the ADX exploding above 30, you would not want to buy a strongly falling stock with its daily ADX just getting above 30 for the first time. That's a very strong sign of a breakdown and a downtrend that's accelerating, right? So now to gold. So this is sort of what brought this all to my mind today, is that gold, the daily RSI 14, is just about to hit 70. It hasn't even hit 70 yet. So it's not even technically overbought in quotations, even though it's up 4 days in a row and it's jumped from 1280 to 1330. So $50 per ounce move. That's a pretty big move for gold, especially considering that there were several weeks in the last couple of months where gold barely budged $10, either up or down. So we've had this price breakout on accelerating volume, bullish check, and look at the ADX. The daily ADX is at 15. So remember, this is a 14 period ADX. So the last 3 days then added to these 11 days. So you can see why the ADX of the 14 period is not catching up to this breakout yet. It's not showing a strong trend. But look at the money flow. It is making new highs, and it's been green for almost a month now. That's bullish. RSI has been above the median line, pointing higher, just getting into overbought territory. That's bullish. And as I said, the ADX, you want to own something where the ADX is just breaking out above 25 to 30. In that sort of 25 to 35 area is the sweet spot, in my estimation, for a price breakout. You want to just get into something as the trend is strengthening, right? And you can see it's just turning up now. A couple more days of this, or even some more modest sort of moves to the upside, and the ADX will be at 25. Okay, so it's really interesting to notice when markets transition from an oscillating environment to a trending environment. And that's usually where the most money is made, especially using technical analysis. If you can identify when market environments are transitioning. So either from trending to oscillating, oscillating to trending, or trend reversal. So bullish trend to bearish trend to a bullish trend. That's really where the biggest trades are made. Is in identifying major market transitions. In my estimation, this current gold move has a very high probability of being a key transition point from an oscillating environment to a bullish trending environment. And for all the reasons that I have laid out, chart pattern, money flow, volume confirming price move, and the fact that the RSI is just about to enter overbought territory. And generally, the strongest breakouts usually occur when the RSI is somewhere around 65 or 70. And that's exactly where the daily RSI 14 is in gold. Okay. So, yeah, if you have any questions about ADX, RSI, trends, or range bound price action, whatever it is, feel free to send me a private message on co.ca and I'd be happy to answer it.